Hello, people. Welcome up. This is going to be a different stream than what I normally do. Normally, I do superhero movies and that kind of stuff. But as you can see on my background, I'm going to be doing a Power episode one, review one of Power Booker Two Ghosts. It's one of my favorite shows. I watched it last night. I didn't want to like this show, but I did like this show because if you follow Power, there's a character there named Tariq who is Ghost, the guy you see here on the right. Um, he was just an asshole in the show. There's no other way to put it. Little smart ass, starting everything, end up killing his father. But now the part two of the show is going to show how he's rising from a young man and he's trying to learn the game. He's trying to make moves like his dad did. He's very smart. I'll give him that. He's probably going to be just as smart or smarter than his dad, Ghost, and that's Ghost's best friend behind him, Tommy. At one time, it was a division between these two. They grew up best friends in the game. Ghost was basically the brains, and Tommy was the muscle. They kind of part ways at the end of the season of the show. They got back together. Of course, Ghost he bit the bullet. He died. Got shot by his own son Tyreek. Oh, that pisses me off. But Tommy got away, and it looks like Tommy is going to California somewhere to start the business back over. There is going to be a Power Chapter 4, I think, or Book 4. I think that's going to be Tommy's story. Don't know when that's coming out, but I've heard that they're working on it. So you're going to check that out. So I'm going to talk to you. Well, before I get into it, I want to actually do a few things. If this is the first time you're viewing my channel, or if you want to be a new subscriber to my channel, because I'm doing this new episodes every week, please hit the subscribe button. I need you to hit the subscribe button. It only takes 1 second of your life. And I will need you to do that because I'm trying to get to my goal of 1,300 people. I can only do that with your help. So please subscribe and share all my content. Also, I want you to hit the notification bell. By hitting the notification bell, you will be notified on each and every video that I upload. I don't want you to miss any of my content on any subject that I'm talking about. I cover a variety of subjects, and I would definitely appreciate and need your support. Also, give me a thumbs up. By giving me a thumbs up, that's going to help me out on the YouTube algorithm, first of all. Also, give me a thumbs up that you approve of the content that I'm giving to you, and that you're liking it, that you're feeling it, that you are definitely picking up what I'm putting down. So leave a comment. Positive comments are always welcome, but any comment you leave is welcome because I want to hear your point of view, your points. That's very important to me. Also, as well as that, I have, like I said, I got several shows, so please pick one, support it. If you can help me out with a super chat, that'd be even better. It's not necessary, but I use the super chats to make sure that the show goes on. I try to upgrade my equipment and do things of that matter and such as that. So let's get into it. If you are not a fan or you haven't heard about Power, it comes on Stars on Sunday nights, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Also, you can download the Stars app, watch it on any device that you may have or currently using. Basically, Power 2 is going to be about, like I said, Tyreek, which is this individual here. His name in real life is Michael Rainey Jr. He plays Tyreek. He's very smart. He's been privileged because his dad was a very successful drug dealer and gave them a good life. He hasn't really been on the streets, but he thinks he's smarter than he is. Now, Tyreek, is given a lot of money that Ghost is going to give to him upon completion that he goes to college, to school, I think it's called Stanford now, and he successfully graduates. He will get a big share of money. I forget the exact amount, but it's an ungodly amount of money. So he's motivated on doing that. He's trying to get into the class taught by one of the professors. His name is Jabari. He's one of the professors in the school at Stanford. It's called I forgot the name of the class, but it's some kind of class that is very accelerated, very fast paced. And if individuals successfully complete it, they graduate and get a degree in 3 years versus 4. Now, I think Jabari is played by Justin McManus, is going to be Tariq's father figure. He's going to be his mentor. He's going to try to tell him stuff because it's my understanding that Jabari was one time great writer, but one of his books didn't do so well. So he kind of went to that school to try and teach up and coming writers. I think he's going to be really tough on Tyreek because he knows Tyreek potential. Also, another, I don't think I have a picture of her. There's a female love interest for him that is also another professor. I can't think of her name. But the two of them are going to get Tyreek opportunity to confront the head professor to see whether or not they can allow him into the program. And the first time Tyreek does this, he messes up because he got a lot on his plate now. During the book, he fell asleep, he was late for the meeting, but he impressed him so much with what he did say that gave him a second chance. Second time they gave him a second opportunity, he in there, he blew it out the water because he read the whole book. He came with a different perspective, a different point of view, and that really impressed them. Now, in addition to what Tyreek has to do in this fast-paced curriculum he's taking now, he also has to tutor, I think, this up-and-coming basketball star who doesn't care about anything, doesn't have any kind of get up and go. All he want to do is play basketball. And Tyreek is having to tutor him on every class, in addition to his work he has to do, in addition to trying to help his mom, Tasha, get out of prison because she's now being charged with murder of ghosts. But she didn't do it. I mean, she had her hands in doing it, but she didn't actually pull the trigger. Tyreek pulled the trigger. But now he's trying to help his mom. He got his grandma and his sister. He got all in to worry about. So he has a lot on his plate. Not to mention that he saw Saxe Cooper, who is the district U.S. attorney or whatever. He got leverage over Saxe because Saxe was also at Truth the night that Ghost was killed. And so he's holding that over his head, and Saxe is trying to play both sides. He's trying to help Tasha, Saxe is, but Saxe is kind of dirty too. But Saxe is getting pressure from Tyreek because if he don't get his mom out, then Tyreek is going to throw Saxe under the bus and get him disbarred and everything else. He's going to go to jail too. Also, Saxe loves to play in the gray area. Now we see about Saxe's family. I think I think he may be the oldest in the family about all the siblings, but they don't have much respect for him. They call him Nancy and pick at him and all kind of crazy stuff. And in the episode where him and his brother, they go at it back each other because everybody think that he's a fuck up, that he can't take pressure. Whenever there's real pressure, he'll crack under the pressure, which he does. So they got him pinned right, but there's a dynamic between him and his sisters and his family. I think his family is very prominent, a lot of money and power and stuff. And the dad made a toast that finally he's come back into a position of service or something like that. So Saxe Cooper has the pressure of trying to impress his family and not be a fuck up, but still he's doing dirty stuff. He's trying to catch the bad guys, but he's going about it the wrong way. He's using bad guy tactics, and it's not panning out for him. Now, he is able to almost get Keisha a deal where she can come home, be on probation, whatever, but she would have to reveal who actually pulled the trigger. And that would be her son, Tyreek, and she's not going to tell on Tyreek. So she fired her lawyer, which then in turn pissed off Saxe. Saxe said, look, I had it done. I had the deal. Your mom was coming home, everything. Him and Tyreek had a conversation, but she didn't go for it. She's hiding somebody. She's protecting someone. You got to get your mom to tell the truth on who pulled the trigger. So then Tyreek found out that his mom got rid of a lawyer who was very good. He goes on the hunt for a better lawyer to replace the female lawyer that her mom fired. And this is where Method Man, a.k.a. Mr. Davis, comes in. And he is this hotshot New York attorney. And Tyreek finds him at a courthouse, watches what he's doing on court and likes what he's doing. And he has a conversation with Method Man, Mr. Davis. And Method Man pretty much tells him, look, I'll take the case, but you're going to give me $500,000. And so Tariq goes on, okay, $500,000, you take the case. So Tariq goes back and he gets a former love interest. He was at Shea, I think, Show, whatever the name of that private school he was. And she wanted to get Tariq kicked out, but he reached out to her, and she pretty much told him that she liked him, but it was business. He was coming in her territory and taking her business, so she had to get him out of there. So that's what she did. But she gave him some product to start off, and he went back and was able to research some of the clients his mama had when she owned the daycare. There were strippers in the strip club, went to the strip club, got them some product, and was able to raise $50,000. He then took his roommate's phone, and the roommate is the guy that he has, the basketball player that he has to keep grades up, and actually use his phone because that basketball player has a lot of followers. So he does this thing on Instagram, just telling everybody that Method Man, the hotshot attorney, took his mom's case, and he's so happy and stuff. So that puts pressure on Method Man, and Method Man calls him, and they meet. And at that time, Tariq gives him $50,000 as retainer. So Method Man takes it. He goes to meet Tasha in prison, and Tariq tells him very specific things to tell Tasha, because Tasha is not trying to betray Tariq, but Method Man tells her what Tariq told her. And Tariq pretty much told Method Man to tell her that if she loved him, tell the truth because she needs to come home. And then when Method Man told her that, she was like, "Are you certain he said that?" Yes, he said that. So we fast forward, and it goes to court, to the arraignment. They're going to make the deal with the district attorney. And when they asked Tasha who the trigger man was, because she lied 2 times, they found out she lied 2 times. She blamed it on Tommy Egan. You see here in the background, Tommy Egan, the white fella, was pretty much her brother. But like he hauled ass and went to California, she kind of pretty much threw him under the bus. So she tells the court that it's Tommy Egan. So at that time, the district attorney Sachs Cooper is sent beside this Democratic political person that's putting pressure on him and want him to charge her with different stuff because they know that Tasha is lying. So she lies for the 3rd time. That nulls and voids the deal. She had the district attorney, a federal prosecutor. And so they drop all those charges and they charge her with the Queenpin or the Kingpin statute. Pretty much a Kingpin statute is saying that she ran the whole business. She called the shots and everything, and that would get her the needle. So it goes off with her going back to prison, Method Man and Tariq talking, and Method Man tells Tariq, "You owe me $450,000. Then Tariq does his ghost thing and say, "Look, I'll get you the money, but you're going to take this case because once you beat everybody and you show that how the district attorney or the Sachs is dirty and the whole system is dirty, you'll be the most powerful defense attorney in New York." And that pleases Method Man. So that is that part of episode 1. Then we're going to kind of back up a little bit because there's a part where Tariq goes to the basketball player, his roommate's home, and there's a big party and stuff. And that is where we meet Monet, which is played by Mary J. Blige. Mary J. Blige, we don't know much about her, but it seems that she's kind of like the new Tasha. She's the mother hen. She runs the house. People are scared of her. She got an enforcer. Her enforcer here is in this picture here. The guy to the left, he's the actor that played Bobby Brown in the New Edition story. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but I'm not sure that's her son or her lover. I'm not sure. I think it's her son, but that's her daughter who's going to be right here. Her name is what is her name? She played Diana in there, but her real name is Latoya Tornado. And I think her and Tariq are feeling each other. They're going to be a possible love interest. But Monique, as you see, played by Mary J. Blige, she married this Mexican guy who's in jail now for doing all kind of crazy stuff. But I think that some kind of way she's gonna get hooked up with Tyreek, and she's gonna use the daughter to try to get Tyreek's information. But Tyreek's gonna sell dope for her, I believe. I believe that. But we see here, if you watch the video, her son, her brother, whoever it is, he ain't nothing to play around with. I think that lady was giving him some fellatio in the bathroom, and with another man's woman, and you got confrontation, and he pretty much beat the man butt and tell him to get the hell out of his house. And then they say, you know, he's gonna be problem. So this guy comes back, and man, before you know it, the boy walks up behind him with a shotgun and about to kill him, and then the cops pull up. But Mary J. Blige, or Monet went up to the cop, and you can tell that she got the cop on her thumb and said, no, everything's good to go here. Everything's fine. But later on in the show, lo and behold, Monet and her enforcer go to the guys where he works at, and man, that guy shoots him 6 or 7 times with a silencer, pistol with a silencer on it. They drive off what's happening. So that's going to be a whole new different dynamic coming in here. Also, I think Tyreek may have multiple love interests. This young lady here, Diane, she's going to be possibly one. That's one named daughter. This young lady here named Lauren, she's another student that approached or befriended Tyreek as he first came onto the campus, because Tyreek was a little lost. But she also told him about the professor named Jabari. So I think that's either going to be Tyreek's love interest, maybe this young lady, like I said, Lauren, and definitely this young lady, Diana. The third possible love interest is going to be the girl who he was friend with at Chokes. I don't have her picture here, but it was competition. She told Tyreek that she still cared about him, that she would listen to him if he wanted to talk. And he's like, why the hell should I trust you if you did that to me? But I think she did care for Tyreek, but it was just, she said it was a business thing. Nothing personal, it was just business. He was in her way, so she had him removed. So that pretty much is the first episode of Power Book 2. Like I said, I didn't think I was going to like this show, but I'm liking it. I think it's going to be pretty good. I'm not sure we're going to see flashbacks with the Ghosts or 50 Cent or Tommy, but I'm thinking that we are. But you need to check it out. Like I said, it comes on Stars Network Sunday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I think I'm gonna do this show, man. And I'm thinking, I don't know how they're gonna do it, but I'm probably gonna end up cheering for Tyreek, even though on that low down dirty dog shot and killed his dad, who was my favorite character, Ghost. But you know, that's a life we lead, that's the game. And those are some of the rules of the game. The king gets shot and taken out too. So you'll see what happens and what's going on in the future. But like I said, if you're your first time viewing my show, please subscribe. Only takes 1 second to subscribe. Please hit the notification bell, because by hitting the notification bell, that's going to alert you to each and every time I upload any content or material. Also, give me that thumbs up. Thumbs up is going to help me out on the YouTube algorithm. And also leave me a comment. Your comments are wanted. I read them all. I respond to each and every one that I see and I read. So please do that. That let me know what you're thinking, and let me know what possible future content I can upload. So until then, take it easy, and please check me out next week.
Comic Chat Entertainment.